Hey guys, I'm Nancy, the editor of Kayak Magazine, and today we're going to try making bannock. I like to make it sometimes when my family's out camping. In the really old days, First Nations people would have wrapped it around a stick and cooked it over a campfire. We usually just cook it over the fire in like a cast iron pan, but today we're just going to use the stove. So you start with 2 cups of flour and add 3 teaspoons of baking powder. In the old days, they didn't always have baking powder with them. And a little bit of salt. Now, we'll just mix that up with a fork so that those ingredients get combined. And then I'm going to add, now this is a cup of liquid. It could be milk or it could be water. Out on the trail I would have used water. I've used half and half today. Half milk, half water. So you kind of make a well in the center, like a hole, and dump this in. And now the key is to mix this pretty quickly. Don't beat it really hard or the mixture's going to be tough. So you see how it's starting to come together there? This is not fancy, but it makes a nice kind of a biscuit-like thing. Okay, so before it's completely mixed, now I'm just going to kind of pull this out and pat it into a circle. Don't worry if it doesn't look perfect. That's okay. I doubt it would have been perfect when the fur traders were making it either. And again, you don't want to be too hard on it here. You really just kind of want it to hang together. See? Like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take it over to my big cast iron fry pan. There's some oil heating up in there, and it's been in there for a few minutes to get nice and hot for cooking. You probably want an adult to help you with this part. So I'm just going to pat it out so it's a little bit thinner. I think bannock's really cool because it's like a really, really easy bread, but it's really a part of our history because, like I say, First Nations people used to make something kind of like that, but they didn't have flour. So when the Scottish fur traders came, they brought flour, and then sometimes you see mixtures that use lard or butter or shortening, and they'd put that together and make this thing like a biscuit. So it was kind of like good stuff from the First Nations, good stuff from the Scottish fur traders, and you put it together and get bannock. So this is going to take a few minutes to cook. Okay, so I'm going to try flipping this over, and like I say, you want an adult probably to help you with this too, so the hot oil doesn't splatter. I think it's a good idea to use 2 of these to give you a little bit more control. Oh, look, see it's getting all nice and golden brown on top? Yum. So it's kind of like, a little bit like a biscuit or a thick pancake, but it would really, my mom always used to say it'll stick to your ribs. It's good, healthy, hearty food for when you're out on the trail. So we'll give it a few minutes to cook on this side. Okay, so that took probably 3 or 4 minutes on each side to cook, and it's kind of awkward, but I'm going to see if I can get it all out of the pan at once. And let's cut it up and put some jam on it. I lost a little bit along the way. Okay. This is also known in a lot of First Nations communities as fry bread. So I'm going to put some homemade jam on it. And I've seen it at powwows where you can get it with like hot dogs, or you can get it with other toppings. Let's see. That's really good and really easy. And it's a little taste of our Canadian history.